What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. The legendary Faith Evans singing her heart out as she lost her husband, father of her kid. Bad Boy Records, East Coast, West Coast beef. Sad, sad state of affairs. I'm going to talk about another sad state of affairs involving one of the biggest fights that can be made in the sport of boxing. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. Michael Coppinger, who was the mouthpiece of Team Bud Crawford. Make no mistake about it. Why y'all believe in this guy? He's the same guy that said the fight was on the 1 yard line a month ago and the fight did not come to fruition. But you're going to take what he says as gospel. You're going to take what he says and run with it. Errol Pugmire, another guy that's closely aligned with Terrence Crawford, has no ties to Al Haymon and the PBC, came out and said that everything is at a standstill, that the fight is not likely for November 19th. If it don't happen, they will push it to the early portion of 2023. I'm here to tell you that that's nothing but a lie. It's fugazi. It's cap. You got a thing called mandatories. If they don't fight on November 19th, Terrence Crawford mandatory gonna call in the WBO, and Errol Spence Jr.'s mandatory is gonna be called in the WBA. So if they do fight in the early portion of 2023, like Michael Coppinger saying that it could happen, like Lance Pugmire saying that it could happen, it's not gonna be for undisputed. That's for damn sure. And Terrence Crawford, who I have number one on my pound for pound list, is feeling some type of way. He wants to put the PBC in a bad light. He wants to make the BBC wear the black hat. Make no mistake about it, he out here saying a whole lot of things that ain't true. Saying that he ain't getting no guarantee. That's a goddamn lie. Udanis Ugas got a guarantee. Sean Porter got a guarantee. Mikey Garcia got a guarantee. Danny Garcia got a guarantee. You mean to tell me you the last piece of the puzzle, Terrence Crawford, for Errol Spence Jr. to become undisputed? You ain't getting no guarantee, and you out here telling everybody that you getting a 65-35 split. Udanis Ugas got a 50-50 split. Mikey Garcia got a better split than 65-35. Sean Porter got a better split than 65-35. Terrence Crawford wants the PBC to open up their books and show him the expenses. What's the comings and goings of their expenses? He ain't asked Bob Arum to do that. He mad because he's not getting the guarantee that he won't. He's getting a guarantee. Kill me. Miss me. But the whole, oh man, I ain't getting no guarantee. I'm getting a 65-35 split. He putting that out there. He not denying that. He not really saying that, but he not denying that because he's trying to make the PBC look bad. But he's not happy with what he getting in the fight. He feels that he's the number one pound for pound fighter. He feels that he's undisputed at 140, a champion at 135, a 3-division world champion. On the brink of becoming undisputed, he feels that he should be getting a better deal in negotiations. We got to understand that his gate numbers, his pay-per-view numbers, his TV ratings is what the PBC is looking at. And they're going to give him exactly what he's worth. Make no mistake about it. So the end result of this whole situation is that the fight is not happening November 19th. But all this talk about, man, the fight might happen in January or the fight might happen in February of 2023, that's fugazi. That's cap. That's not happening. The WBO is going to call a mandatory for Terrence Crawford. He ain't fought since November of 2021. His mandatory will be called. And just like the WBA got first dibs on the mandatory to be called for Errol Spence Jr. He has a belt in the WBC and the IBF. The WBA is first, the IBF is second, and WBC is third. We got mandatories that's going to be called. So if they do fight in 2023, it won't be for undisputed. That's for damn sure. So we will see what happens. And we will see what transpires. Ask JB Sports what he thinks is going to be the end results. I'll tell you. I think the end results will be that Terrence Crawford will fight his WBO mandatory. I don't know what network going to put it on, but it'll go to a purse bid. Top Ranking can bid on it. The PBC can bid on it. The Zone can bid on it. Golden Boy will bid on it. If it's Virgil Ortiz, of course, Golden Boy bid on it. But from what I'm hearing, Virgil Ortiz is going to fight in December. One more fight versus a top 15 welterweight. And then he'll be ready to fight for a title. Not necessarily in the WBO, but maybe he'll try to get a fight lined up with Errol Spence Jr. in the WBA. Because a couple of days ago, he petitioned the WBA to set up a fight between himself versus Amantis Sionis, the regular WBA welterweight champion. So we will see what happens. And we will see what transpires. But look for Errol Spence Jr. to fight at 147 or move up to 154. If he fights at 147, it will be the regular WBA welterweight champion, Manchester Sionis. They put that fight at Cowboy Stadium, take it away from Las Vegas, the potential location for Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. That would be the best bet for that fight, fighting Cowboy Stadium, win that fight, and then move up to 154. Terrence Crawford, his best bet is to wait for the WBO mandatory to be called. I don't think it's going to be Virgil Ortiz. You got a lot of guys that's in the top 5 of the WBO that could potentially take on Terrence Crawford. It won't be Virgil Ortiz. And I don't even know if Jerron Boots Ennis, who's has an exclusive deal with Showtime Boxing, will be looking to fight Terrence Crawford in this next fight. Maybe it could happen. We will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But what you heard from Michael Coppinger is fugazi. What you heard from Lance Pugmire after the tweet from Michael Coppinger is fugazi. What you heard from Lance Pugmire about a week ago saying the fight was imminent, that they was documenting the contract, that was fugazi. So pay no attention to these guys. Lance Pugmire or Michael Coppinger, the same guy that said that the fight was on the 1-yard line. It was going down in October, if I'm not mistaken. That was fugazi. Listen to yours truly. I'm telling you right here and now that Errol Spence Jr. is not going to sit out the rest of this year waiting on Terrence Crawford to make up his mind in accept terms. He's not going to do that. He's going to fight in November, and Terrence Crawford is going to fight before the end of this year because the WBO mandatory is going to be called. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard.Briscoe.3551. Like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend, and I holla.